Kainani Stevens here at the Miller Electric Center on a huge day for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen is here. It is official. You've signed that contract. Jags fans, everybody's been stressing. This has been going on a little bit longer than maybe they wanted to, but what was the process like for you? I mean, it must have felt like it was taking a long time. Did you know it was going to get done at some point?
I mean, I couldn't give you a time when it was going to get done. For me, I knew I had until July to come up with a contract. So for me, it was just, what's the plan between then? So for me, it was just finding out what I need to do, how I'm going to train, what I'm going to train, and if I do get signed earlier, how am I going to manage that time? But extremely honored, extremely blessed and humbled to be even given a contract of this size, and I'm just totally blessed.
We talked before last season, you were betting on yourself, right? Going into it, training harder than you ever had in a different way, and you wanted to have that career year. You did that. You went out there, and now you're being rewarded with that. That's something you've done throughout your career, betting on yourself. But what does it mean to get to this point? What are the emotions for you?
It's one chapter completed, and the next chapter is opening up. For me, when I opened up that rookie contract, I was, wow, this is it. And I completed that chapter. Now it's the next chapter. And for me is to really keep developing into the player I know I can be and keep getting better each year, which I know I can. But I got to stay focused, got to stay dedicated, and trust the process. It's all about trusting the process with me. And if I can continue to do that, continue to have my mind straight, continue to have my family put in situations that they can be successful as well, for me, that becomes easy.
Family is a huge part of this. Obviously, you've had your family here today. They're with you in the beginning of this process. Your oldest son was sitting there in your press conference. Have you had time to sit and kind of think about that? Has it hit you yet, or to kind of go over what that means?
I've been seeing my family every day for the past couple months. So it's like, for me, I can't not think about them too much, if you know what I mean. Sure. And, for having my son here, my oldest, who could care less, but having him here to look back and see the years, I think it's not really about these memories that we make it right now, but it's about 10, 20 years sure. from when he starts to understand and develop. Oh, Daddy, you had me here, or I was there when you did this, and then we can look back at the videos and the pictures and just gain those memories back and see how happy we were at that time. So that's what's special for me. And again, it's to create my legacy and to leave a legacy wherever I go, and they're part of it, and they're always going to be a part of it, and they'll always be known.
I know legacy is important to you. You were drafted by the Jaguars. You're the first round pick to sign a contract extension in a while here, and that means you're going to be here for a while. You're going to be here for the new stadium. You're going to get to be a part of all of those things. What does that mean to know that, hopefully you can be a part of this franchise for a very long time, maybe till the end of your career? I
mean, it's very special. Another thing that my wife and I talked about was, being stationed. Like, how much security can we have if we stayed in Jacksonville, and how important that aspect was with the kids being in school, us building a house, and just us growing our foundation here. It's very important, and that was something that I didn't want to, dabble in, was going into another team. So that was very important with this decision, but it was an easy decision once we negotiated to the right offer and where we need to be. We couldn't be more happier right now. And I don't know if we can move again. That would have been kind of crazy.
No more moving.
No more moving.
The deal's done. What's next on your plate? I'm sure the goals have not changed for you.
No, we gotta get back in that lab, stay in the lab. Prove people, prove to myself that I am worth everything plus more, and to prove to myself that I can be a defensive player of the year. Mm-hmm. I think last year I'm still having a little pent-up energy, pent-up aggression, because I wasn't a finalist for the Defensive Player of the Year award. So for me, and I played in big games to where, those type of players make those big time plays and those big time games, and it feels still disrespected in my eyes by the national media. You know, I'm ready to prove a lot of people wrong and do it again. And I'm excited about that. I think we have a great team this year. You know, I think we're building a great team this year. The key additions that we added this year, the key losses that we missed, that we lost out on, a lot of those guys are, you know, I grew close with over the years, and they will be missed, and they are still my friends to this day, and I still support them and cheer for them. But the additions that we did add, I can't wait to meet a lot of those guys. Eric Armstead, I know what he can bring. Darnell Savage, I know what he can bring. You know, and then plus the draft coming up, I know we can really bring in some help, some young help here, and you know, I'm excited to work with those guys as well.
It's all coming together. Josh, congratulations. I'm going to speak for everybody, the fans, everybody in the organization. We're really excited to have you and that you're sticking around.
Thank you. No, I'm excited as well, man. On to the next.
Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.